Na. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I am coming at you today with a VeVe Omi Definity Flow update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say, where's Dashy? And I thought you were supposed to be home today. I was, but every now and then delays happen. Not just in Web3, it happens in the real world as well. The aircraft that was supposed to come get us decided to turn around halfway through and did not even land in Miami. It was circling around for a while. And long story short, prayers for everyone on that flight because that did not look like a good situation. Anywho, let's get this bread. I do want to start out with Definity because Definity has some good news. We'll move on to Flow, Omi, Figpin, all that. But Definity had a new, They had a new article come out today. And it says, revolutionizing institutional settlement layer and optimizing asset trading on Definity, Kima Network partners with Definity Markets. We're thrilled to announce our strategic partnership with Definity Markets, a leading digital assets ECN designed for financial institutions. This collaboration aims to create an omni-asset institutional settlement layer for the Definity platform. Now, what is Definity? Definity Markets operates the first digital assets ECN for financial institutions, bridging the gap between traditional finance and decentralized finance. Here are some key features of Definity. Access to liquidity. Provides access to liquidity across all major digital assets, including stablecoins and foreign currencies. Fiat support. Support fiat currencies such as GBP, Euro, USD, Australian dollar, CHF, Japanese yen, ZAR, and MUR. Facilitated by an integrated fiat on and off-ramp gateway that Definity provides. Custody agnostic. Offers post-trade asset allocation, utilizing a network of custodian or self-custody using Fireblocks. So it could be either or. And you have fixed API access. Enables seamless connection via FIX protocol to back office systems with pre- and post-trade checks included. Making it very secure, very demure. Standardized public rulebook. Ensures a level playing field covering governance access, data protection, orders, netting, settlement reporting, market integrity, including compliance. Again, they're AML-D5 compliant. And there's instant market gateway. It allows trading with multiple institutional digital asset market making firms. So it's not just one, it's not just multiple. We have multiple banks. And then you have institutional grade technology as well, providing unprecedented digital asset market across globally leading financial institutions seeking to diversify their portfolios. Decades of financial experience. The management team has applied decades of knowledge from traditional finance markets to create the Definity ECN with direct market access. And you have data-centric approach. Addresses governance and conduct issues raised by regulators, ensuring compliance and security for all participants. Top of that, you have aggregated quotes. Aggregates quotes from market makers, enabling qualified clients to transact digital assets efficiently. Definity is designed to offer a comprehensive and secure digital asset trading experience, making it a valuable platform for financial institutions worldwide. And again, that's just a little bit about them. And again, they are my second biggest. They're likely going to be my biggest bag. Omi could run first, in which case that'll remain my biggest bag. But if Definity runs first, that will 100% be biggest. I want to say ever, but I have a big bag, and a lot of my friends have a big bag, and we get more all the time. Obviously, this is not financial advice. This is just what I'm doing, letting you guys know. Just in my network, this is a lot of what we do. What about Kima? It's an asset-agnostic blockchain-based decentralized settlement protocol intended to address fragmentation in crypto and the broader finance space. Introducing new financial primitive, the smart transaction, and an easy-to-use SDK built for Web3 and Web2 apps. Kima opens access to new audiences by enabling interchain and hybrid transactions, with a settlement layer supporting multi-ecosystem payments, peer-to-peer commerce, CeFi, DeFi services across chain, DEX swaps, and omni-channel wallets. Kima provides a seamless way to connect fiat and crypto while emphasizing security and accessibility. So again, this is a lot. I know I'm kind of throwing a lot at people here. Basically, all you need to know is that they are, as far as Definity, they're a hybrid exchange for institutions. They do, again, foreign currencies, the ones that I mentioned, an on and off ramp for crypto. You hold a certain amount of their Definity token, you'll get access to their anomaly detector. You can pay that in Definity. You don't have to have that. You can just pay it monthly in a certain amount of Definity. Part of that gets burned. You do have some buybacks and burns as well. It's, again, I really, really like them. And they're doing a lot each month in in volume and in net revenues, and their market cap's like 7 million. It's heckin' nuts. Anyway, despite that, Definity's actually down 4% on down 0.2% on the day to 4.2 cents. I've been buying anywhere between 2.5 and 6.5 cents. So anywhere in between there, that's just where I've been buying. I don't purposely try to trade. I don't purposely try to say, okay, I'll buy down here, I'll sell up there. I don't even want to say this is a long-term hold. I'm not going to really hold this for 10 years. But I think I probably will get it again, but in the blow off top, when I think this gets to, I don't know, $10 is like a 200-ish X. Most of it will likely be gone for me by that point. But again, if you have that really insane bear market next time and decrease by 90% and it goes back down to under $1, yeah, sure, no issue getting more then. Anyway, let's check the OMI real quick. Should I go over FigPin? I will go over FigPin at some point. I don't even think that's in the title. I can't go on there. You have the New England Patriots and you had NBA, both of which I think NBA has like 50 million followers. New England Patriots has like 4.5 million, which is still a really nice amount. But they had both gone and said, "Hey, pick up your NFL all day, or pick up your favorite Patriots moments in NFL all day, or pick up your favorite NBA moments in NBA Top Shots." I was like, I haven't seen these in a while. NBA hasn't tweeted about Top Shots in a long time. They finally did yesterday. Patriots either did yesterday or early this morning. And again, is this stream real? What? Yeah, of course, Struck an Ag, obviously. Um, but yeah, they haven't really gone on and posted much about NBA Top Shots or Dapper Labs or any of this in a while. I haven't seen this, and I follow Flow. Again, I have a pretty decent bag of Flow. I follow it. I haven't really seen too much marketing, but you have NBA and then you have the New England Patriots both tweet within 24 hours of each other. It sounds like they're making a bit of a push. It sounds like, because again, you have McDonald's going in and partnering with, not Doodle Bob, the Doodle Squares, the Doodle one, and yeah, Pharrell Williams is going to partner with them as well. And it seems like it's coming back. It seems that in the Q3 year over year, you've had more volume go into NFTs, and it seems like this is just slowly taking off. Now, what does that mean for VeVe? It's like, okay, that's great that other companies are marketing Chavez, but VeVe has not been marketing. Fair point. I will say that VeVe has been more active on socials. They have been trying to get more community engagement, whether it's on X, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. It seems that that's what they're doing. And then again, most of the jobs that they've hired for, we had like up to 6 jobs in marketing and only 2 are left, meaning that they've pretty much hired who they're going to hire, at least as far as marketing goes. Hopefully they can go and, I don't even know if I can say this. Hopefully they can go and get some stuff rolled out in Q1. I'm going to say that, honestly, I was not expecting them to hire this many people this quickly. I figured it would take them a while, but Ben is just like boom, boom, boom. And I don't know if he wants a revolving door. I don't know if he is just overpaying someone, just like, hey, I know that you made this at your last job. We're going to give you this at this job, but you have to perform. You have to justify it. Again, I don't know how he's doing it, but he is. And because they hired most of them already, I guarantee you they're starting on the affiliate marketing program. I guarantee you they're starting on all the things that they said they would. Do they go on and roll anything out in December? I don't think so. I don't even think that they roll out much of their stuff in Q1. I think Q1, maybe you might see 1 or 2 things in marketing, but I really think that's going to be Q2. I think Q1 is really going to be building. And again, I could be wrong. They could roll out something in December, and then they could roll out 1 thing a month, and that'd be fine. Oh God, who did this? Nope, don't need that. Don't need that. Yeah. So again, when does the actual bull market take off and the narrative change? I don't know, but they're setting themselves up in a pretty good place to be able to be in the best position in order to capitalize on that. So again, with Flow going in and bringing in their marketing, going for Dapper Labs, going for NFL All Day and NBA Top Shot, I think that's great. And what are football fans? What are sports fans? They are people that go to an arena or a convention center or whatever. They go to a center. I think Orlando Magic plays at like the Amway Center, they go to an arena and they don't dress up. I mean, if you're back in the day before the Raiders moved to Vegas, they were back in Oakland, or the Oakland Raiders. Those people kind of like cosplay. There was Darth Vader, the Oakland Raider. There was like the Road Warriors. There's a whole bunch of people that used to cosplay there, but they're kind of the exception, not the rule. But sports players, they go to an arena, they wear the jersey of their favorite player with their names on their backs. They drink a little bit. They get rowdy. They get excited. There's a lot of betting going on. They're not that far away from being nerds. A lot of them are very nerdy in their, oh, hey, I do fantasy football. I do this. And people that go into the stats, kind of nerdy. What is that if not just the jock version of Comic-Con? I mean, like New York and San Diego Comic-Con are like the Super Bowl of Comic-Cons. There's a whole bunch of other cons that people go to, and it's an event. You go, you walk around, you buy a few things, you dress as your favorite person, or your favorite cosplay. So I don't think they're too far removed from being an avid collector. Many of them are. Granted, they're of like sports figure, action figures, whatever they are. So it is a little different, but I gotta tell you, some of the guys that I used to know that would like be super into sport, they were nerdy about it. And some of them like Star Wars, some of them like Lord of the Rings, some of them like. I feel like you've turned that corner where it's not like your dad or granddad's like world anymore, where it's like, oh, it's just for pussies. Oh, that's not for men. And I feel like men can like a lot of things, and I feel like that goes to collecting as well. And sure, they could have their sports, they could have their whatever it is. UFC Strike, NFL All Day, NBA Top Shots, anything in that Dapper Labs, and we'll get more into that with Pinnacle later. But I think all roads do lead to VeVe. Is it like that's the final destination? No, but is that like the main attraction in digital collectibles? Yes, I think so. Even if people don't, I remember when I was like younger, like Power Rangers, like Dragon Ball Z, but I also like Powerpuff Girls. And I would not tell my friends that I like Powerpuff Girls because like, oh, it's for girls, but I mean, it was granted, they were savage. They would like, you see people's brains at some point. Mr. Mojo Jojo got his ass beat on the daily. It was on. They broke into prison to throw hands and then leave. It was nuts. Anyway, but it was Powerpuff Girls. It was for girls. So I kind of didn't really tell people right away. And in like middle school, you kind of didn't really tell people that you played Pokemon. In high school, kind of came back a little bit, but it was like, to be a nerd, it wasn't as easy. You had to like come out when you were like a nerd, like, yeah, I play Pokemon, that wasn't really cool. But now I feel like a lot of it is, especially with the amount of money that you can make on these things. I feel like I'm talking about this too much. I haven't really got to the show. It's already 13 minutes here. But that's what it'll do. Let other companies market for us. Like I remember a few years ago when Ford came out with its it was on the Super Bowl. Ford paid like $6 million for the Super Bowl commercial for its electric truck. I forget what it was called, Ford electric vehicle, whatever it was. And as a consequence of that, 24-hour Google search, the most Googled electric truck after the Ford commercial was a Tesla Cybertruck. I shit you not. So I'm not going to say that anytime any other digital collectibles company makes an advertisement that VeVe and Omi is going to be like the end all be all, like that's what they're going to search. It's not, but some of it will be. Again, it's a small world, and you're going to have a bunch of overlap. It's not. What do you have? Disney Pinnacle, anything in Dapper Labs, and then like VeVe. Name me any other company that's making money right now. Name me any other company that's in the black. I don't know if Candy is. I know that money is coming in. Are they in the black? I have no idea. Hero, obviously, they're done. Rico's obviously been done for like. So again, it's not a big world, and I feel like, especially if you want that clout, there are some people that came into Pokemon They did not give a fudge about Pokemon. They didn't know who it was. They couldn't pronounce any of the names, but they wanted the best of the best, and then they left. Fine. You're going to get that here as well with the sports guys. They're going to come in and even like, are they going to collect like the Tokidokis? Probably not. Are they going to go and collect like Darth Vader or a Boba Fett or like? Yeah, I'd say they probably would. Pretty badass. And then again, just those flexes. But okay, moving on here. What do we have? VeVe teases new IP. Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. I did Definity, did Flow news. Yeah, Flow's up. Let's check Flow real quick. Again, Omi down 2.5%. 00032, not too much news there. 776,000 in volume. So is it the 1 to 2 million that we've been getting? No. But is it the like 250,000 that we're used to getting last month? Also no. So even though it's been down, pretty happy with that. And Flow up almost 10% to 77 cents. They have what, like 100 million in volume on the day? 103 million volume. Most of this is not on Coinbase. Most of this is on like OKX and like BitHub. Gate.io. Okay. 9 million on HTX. I swear it was like Bybit before. No, Mexi. I guess BitGet has a little bit, 2.7 million. But yeah, there's like 500,000 on Coinbase. So yeah, this is really exciting. As Flow grows, as the Flow ecosystem grows, and people realize, okay, all of these things are people could let. And again, you have some people that in sports, it's usually like Mets, Jets, Islanders. You know, the baseball, the football, and the hockey. Basketball is kind of its own separate thing. So when you have people that go like people that are into sports, usually again in New York, Mets, Jets, Islanders, or at least Long Island. Then obviously you have the Giants, Yankees, and Rangers, and we hate those people. They're wrong. But on these basketball, again, it's kind of like its own odd man out. So you're gonna have people that maybe they collect UFC strike, maybe they collect NFL all day, but they might be separate. Once they find out they're on that same ecosystem, like, oh, it's the same, and it might be really cool for them. Same way that people might assume that, okay, so where can I get the digital collectible of like Darth Vader? Does that exist? Oh, they got Superman too. And I know we don't have anime. Well, at least not yet. Maybe we get it one day. I hope. I'm pretty sure they've already mentioned anime, but not everybody that likes Superman is gonna like Darth Vader. Not everyone that likes that is gonna like Goku. Okay, I don't want to talk anime before they announce it again. I don't know if they even have it. Let's say something similar like Attack on Titan. Something that's less popular in Dragon Ball Z. You know, so again, like Attack on Titan, it would be like what's that called? Fruits Basket. They find out it's on like the same platform. I guarantee you they're like, oh, guarantee it's gonna be cool. So yeah, it's really nice that Flow's doing well. Hope that continues. Again, I got a good bad. This is a good day. Moving on here. Yep, Definity stuff. VeVe-verse would be cool. Anyone who Foster Hill posted the other day, for anyone who doubts the inevitable adoption of digital technology and platforms like VeVe in our everyday lives, I went 4 hours without internet at home today, and the withdrawal that I experienced can only be summed up using the following clip. Oh, I don't even. And it's just Kevin Hart saying like my life without internet. I don't know what it is, but basically he had a hard time. Crap 20. Yep. CEO of Beckett parent company pleads guilty in insurance fraud. That is heckin' wild. Oh, shout out to Fanny. It was on this day, well, 2 days ago, 8 years ago. So 8 years and 2 days ago, November 20th, saying after seeing Fantastic Beasts, I'm watching Order of the Phoenix. I realize I can't watch it without a steady supply of alcohol because of umbrage. But on again, 8 years ago and 2 days ago, I saw Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I was in Germany, went to see it with friends, and I saw Fanny Carbonell without knowing it was her. Shout out to her for that movie, just being an awesome person. Shout out to our whole fam, our whole VeVe fam. All right, guys. Does anyone still mind pie? Because I'm pretty sure these numbers are false, but I see people posting like, "Yo, pie's like $72 per pie." Bro, I have 51,000 pie. So there's no way that's true, right? Like there's no way that's true. I feel like that's only if you get everyone in your group to KYC, and most people in their groups have not KYC'd. I have KYC'd. But yeah, somebody let me know. I have not kept up with that, but apparently, and again, I don't know if that 72 number is real or if that's just the test net. And when the main net comes out, it'll be a couple pennies. Because if so, again, I got a couple million in that. But I don't think so. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. There was a $100,000 sale of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, first edition, first printing. Again, sold for 100,000. This is what people do. Where's my water? Sorry, my back is destroyed. In collecting, there's a guy in Pokemon collecting. There's a guy named S.M. Pratt. Scott Pratt is a cool dude. Taught him a couple times. I don't really think he knows who I am, though. He might. I don't know. In the Pokemon community, again, relatively small. He has a saying called "the older, the rarer, the minter, the better." And that's how he mitigates risk, at least in Pokemon. For me, in digital collecting, it's going to be yeah, what happens in Colombia stays in Colombia. It's very much the same in digital collecting. You can go in and you can say, hey, which digital collectible had gone on? And I hear myself in the other room. Which digital collectible came out first? So it's you have like 8 different Batmans on here, right? You have the Becky Cloonan. And you have 4 just in the first set. Not including the dad bod Batman, not including the other ones, the Joker Batman. That it's ridiculous. So typically you want to go with the FA, first appearance. You have that with Captain America. You have that with Spider-Man. There's like more Spider-Man on this app than I think any other thing. Maybe there's a couple of Mickey Mouses as well, but you know what I'm getting at. So generally with that, you want to get the oldest one, the one that's the first appearance. Okay. And then what do you want to get? You want to get one with a better mint number. Is there a difference between numbers 6,522 and 4,837? Not really. Those mint numbers are relatively the same when it comes to how valuable they are. But is any 3-digit better than any 4-digit? Oh yeah, there's some people that might like to get the 1111 or the 1234, but that's the exception, not the rule. Most people are going to want to get that 3-digit as opposed because there's only 900 of them or 899. But then you have the 2 digits, which on most digital collectibles you can only get 59 of them, number 41 through 99. On that one, I think it gets down to number like 15 or 17. Speaking of which, the number 100s are getting a couple of really awesome gifts here. I'll keep you guys posted on that. But when I go and I take a look at this Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone first edition, first printing book that sold for $100,000. Why? Okay, well, it's a first edition and it's a first printing. So it's the oldest one. It's one of the rarest one. And again, it looks to be very, very, I don't know if that's just a stock photo image. Looks to be very good. So when you take a look at that, it's like, okay, how can I go and I translate that into digital collecting? If you have something that's old, again, first appearance, the rarer it is. So there's that difference between rarity and scarcity. But when you look at something with 7,500 mints, which is the Todd McFarlane, and then you have another first, it's the Eddie Rizzo Batman. It's not a first appearance, but it is a first. It's not only a first edition, which it should not be. It's the first edition on there. VeVe has really given that more towards art, but it's also the first error. It was not supposed to have that first edition mark, but it does, and they kept it. So they gave that first edition. So you have that. It's rarer. You have it at 50 or 1750 edition instead of 7,500. And depending on how much is listed for both, you could determine which one's scarcer. But like that's the availability of it. And then again, just go by mint. And obviously there's formulas there. Typically for the ultra rare, let's say it's at Eddie Reese is at 1,000, right? Sub 100 might be 4,000. As opposed to Todd Batman, where Todd Batman, it's usually like a 10x and not a 4x. What I mean by that is if the floor for Todd Batman's 400, then the floor of the sub 100 should be 10x from that, should be about 4K. So again, that's just with popular things, tend to be first appearances, but let's go a little bit past this. Good point. Silver 100K, Michael Myers. Ben Rose says, our community is next level. This is gold. Talking to Chambo Fett. Chambo Fett had an awesome, what's it called? Golden Moments vault there. I cannot wait to see Chambo Fett's VeVe-verse stuff. That is going to come out in Q1. All that VeVe-verse is going to be incredible. I can't wait for that. Pharmaceutical company, connecting dots here. Yeah. There's a lot of speculation about, because we have CoinMarketCap that had given us our official trading numbers for OMI. So, some people are saying like, okay, well, Binance owns CoinMarketCap and Ben Rose works for Binance. As soon as Ben gets on, like we've been trying to get CoinMarketCap to agree with us and change that for like years, right? As soon as Ben gets on, what, like 4 months later, suddenly it changes. So I understand the notion that the dots that people are connecting. Okay, we try to get this done, doesn't get done. As soon as we get someone that works for Binance or used to work for Binance as our co-CEO, suddenly that gets done on CoinMarketCap. It's owned by Binance. Maybe this is the next step to a listing. Again, it might be, but I'm not going to sit here and say like, yo, that's it, it's guaranteed. Nothing in life is guaranteed. Again, because of a lot of things that I've seen on Binance where they want like 10% of the token supply, I would almost rather them not get on there unless they had this contingency saying like, we'll go on, we'll pay a listing fee, but you're not getting 10% of our token. You'll get like 2% or 5%, whatever it is. Because again, they use that and then it damages the token. Shout out to Matt Legault, this was over on Disney. No, this is on LinkedIn. This is from a couple of years ago, but it came back up in my memory saying our efforts to date are merely a prologue to a time when we'll be able to connect the physical and digital worlds even more closely, allowing for storytelling without boundaries in our own Disney metaverse. That was, again, quoted by Matt Legault. This is obviously from Bob Chapek, who was the CEO. So they've been, for a couple of years now, they've been very heavy into the metaverse. I don't know how much they're spending on it. I don't know what they're paying. God, what's the name of that company? Cavernous to help build. They might not even be paying Cavernous at all. I feel like that might just be, what's it? Epic. Epic Games has that partnership and that deal with Cavernous. So I don't even think it has. Although if Disney owns 10% of Epic Games, Fortnite, then essentially they are paying without having them actually pay. I made it to level 22 over on Pokemon TCG Pocket. Very proud of that. There are cats here in Colombia. Gotta love them. I petting the doggos yesterday. It was great. Oh, doesn't this look like Feverbricks art? I thought that was really cool. Modern Investor post the other day saying it's a bit weird that prices are pumping into the sky the last 2 weeks and everyone isn't celebrating and is oddly quiet. I agree with that. I mean, you see it on Twitter, you see it on X, like, what's the name of that song? We'll be dancing in the street for a miracle. Is that Tom Jones? Whatever. Yeah, I've really only seen it with a bunch of again, this little fishbowl I live in like Web3, in crypto. I barely hang out with people that are not in this world, so it's really hard for me to judge. I have to like go into like other group chats that I had like either from the military or even before the military and be like, hey guys, what's going on? What are y'all? They don't even play Pokemon TCG Pocket. A bunch of losers over there. But I feel like nowadays a lot of people don't even have Bitcoin, because even though Bitcoin super safe, like the safest thing out there, but not really going to give you those gains that a lot of altcoins can, and especially memes. Like a lot of these meme coins are going like, you had like 3 different forms of peanut, you have like chill guy, you have all of these different things that have gone out. And again, you're only seeing the exception, not that rule. The exception being of these memes. Yeah, this meme went up, like 30x in like 72 hours. Even though that one meme coin will represent, another 1,000 meme coins that had failed and gone to zero. You have that like 10-year-old that like rugged everyone, rugged like 20K. That was wild. Anyway, should I offer? All right. So Ben had said for the upcoming Evolvables drop, he says, we're trying to strike the balance between delivering awesome experiences, making collectibles accessible, rewarding MCP holders, gamifying the experience for all, and enabling people to influence the profile of their collectibles collection. This is the first time, so it'll be an opportunity to learn what works, what doesn't, and keep iterating and improving. Again, how do you stay ahead of the competition? You have to constantly out-innovate. That's why the U.S. doesn't really care that China, Iran, like whoever else, like any of our tech that gets lost in any of these countries, other countries are reverse engineering it, and the U.S. is kind of like nonchalant about it. They're like, yeah, we know it's happening because they're just constantly out innovating. They also have the team. I don't even know if I can talk about it. I should probably can't. So I'm just gonna. But yeah, they outside of that team that shall not be named, um, they're just constantly out innovating, and I think that's what VeVe's doing here, especially now that Ben's here and this is his thing. David's focused on licensing, Dan's focused on a bunch of stuff with VeVeverse and more, and then Ben gets focused on growing the company. This is like the trifecta of perfect. I know, don't read in between the lines. You know what I'm saying. Also, bounties. Bill Gardner had a $1,000 bounty for first appearance 1974 Punisher, but then Comics and Crypto did this. They have a $1,000 bounty for the 1974 Punisher for the common, a $2,000 bounty for the 1974 Punisher for the uncommon, and then a $3,000 bounty for the 1974 Punisher of the rare. Heckin' wild. I don't know what their bounty would be if the 1974 is one of those things that's the 3% chase of that common variant. They might have to add a 0 to that. I don't know, but you know we'll see. Hiccups. Donald Trump names Linda McMahon, co-founder of WWE, as Secretary of Education. That is awesome. Shout out to Darcy Donovan. Her birthday was 2 days ago. Didn't bring that up. That's my bad, Darcy. Sorry. And dude, I know I made a video on this yesterday, but David and VeVe keep constantly talking about this banana, and I know, I get it. I went over I did a whole ass video on it. I'll just go over it again real quick. In case you didn't know, the piece of art that is this banana sold for 6.2 million to this crypto entrepreneur from China, who literally ate it, which is just even more bananas, no pun intended. Why are they posting about that? Do they have bananas in pajamas? They're coming down the stairs. They're walking down in pairs. Do they have Donkey Kong? Again, in Donkey Kong country, Kong's banana hoard was stolen by King RR Cool. And then you have Fortnite. Fortnite has a bunch of banana skins. They have the Wolverine banana. They have, I don't know what it is, but they've been teasing it heavily. I'm going to say new IP, and again, other people are saying Minions. So we'll see what happens with that. I am very curious. Also, guys, I don't know what this deal is. On the, and you guys might be able to tell. You guys might watch sports more than I do. On the Kansas City Chiefs game on Sunday, there was a sign that says Mahomes eats boneless wings with ranch, and like, so do I. Is that like an insult? I eat boneless wings with ranch. That is a good heckin' meal. I don't. But anyway, I digress. There is a email going out. I don't know if it's a real email or not. Nobody's gotten back to me saying, "Hi, VeVe research community members. We're looking to improve the comics experience on VeVe. We'd love to know what attracts you to buy comics on VeVe and what you're currently doing with them. Provide your feedback by filling out this quick 4-minute survey. You get a gift by completing the survey. You'll be entered to draw to win a digital collectible. You'll be entered into a draw to win, so you might not actually get anything, but I mean, you're helping the company. But again, I don't even know if this is real. Nobody's getting back to me on this. By participating in the VeVe research community, you blah 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 blah. But you might be able to get a gift if this email is even real. Don't know if it is. Indie game. Oh, so for the golden logo members, if you're on the Discord, go in and hit that little party button thing, and then you'll be entered into a giveaway, which is really cool. BitGo launches Singapore subsidiary to bolster services in the APAC region. Then you have record Bitcoin run sees US ETF assets surge to over $100 billion. FTX expects reorganization plan effective early January 2025 to begin distributions no later than March of 2025. And SEC Chair Gary Gensler to step down on January 20th as Trump signs pro-crypto agenda. Oh, I love this game. Fiat, unfortunately, my opinion. Okay, nope, not going over that. Going over that. Volume in black, MEXC. There's a lot of people coming back and buying more OMI now, which is smart now, I believe. Again, not financial advice. And a lot of people are using MEXC. Whether they have VPNs or not, I don't know. Most likely, if you're in America and you use MEXC, you have a VPN. If you're outside of it, you obviously don't need it. Because again, in America, it's kind of a struggle. I mean, if you're in Web3, it's not really a struggle. Okay, I put my ETH on Coinbase Wallet. bridge it to base, and then use that, and then swap it for Ecomi on base. Done. But again, if Joe Sixpack is not doing that, they're going to get hella confused. So, we'll see. And shout out to Perry Ann Boring. Perry Ann Boring says, actually, Digital Chamber of Commerce. Perry Ann Boring is the head of that. And the future of finance isn't just about markets. It's about creating a financial system for everyone that works, or that works for everyone. Watch our CEO and founder, Perry Ann Boring, on Fox Business, Making Money with CV Payne, discussing how crypto went from here all the way up to here. And then she posts saying, the SEC needs a leader with market expertise to fix the damage caused by Gary Gensler. It will take a true public servant to restore the SEC's integrity and reputation. And you know what? Preach. I vote for her. I vote for her. Perry Ann's a good lady. Hopefully she'll come on the podcast soon. On down to the death. Oh my God. Yeah. Like, what's the difference? Huh? Oh, Wolverine? Another Wolverine with a banana. Yeah, sorry. I just picture me from years ago. And then again, the Wolverine with the banana. Why are they posting it? Prize cat. Oh, dude, shout out to Schwag Zaddy, or Schwag the Conqueror, saying my most prized possession will always be Avengers #8, purchased from Choppy Cat 5. That's me. And just all right, that closed. Went over that banana stuff. Sparky. Oh, Sparky, I love her. We hung out in Vegas a lot. She's a cool lady, cool gal. Jive turkey. Anyway, centralized exchange, Binance maintained 40% dominance or higher on Bitcoin spot markets since summer of 2020. Charles Schwab will get into spot crypto under new laws. And MicroStrategy completes $3 billion offering of 0% convertible senior notes due 2029. They are constantly raising money. Somebody tried to short them the other day, and that was one of the worst ideas ever. They just immediately converted $3 billion in notes. Like, nope, find more. And they just, yeah. You cannot successfully short MicroStrategy. That you will get squeezed. And we have both of them like banana. Yeah. So people are thinking like the Fortnite collab. I don't know. Maybe a lot of stuff that. So here's what typically happens. Let's say you're a store. Let's say you're FigPin, right? Sorry, hydration. That moment of silence brought to you by me hydrating. All right, let's say you're FigPin, and you want to get your stuff into Target and into Hot Topic and to Walmart. Let's say those three things. Hits it all at the same time. Or let's do it. Let's do a better thing. Let's say you're Marvel, and you got the toy rights to Spider-Man. Well, Spider-Man's got what? I think Spider-Man 4 comes out in like 2 years, give or take. Well, what happens? You want to get Spider-Man lunchboxes out. You want to get Spider-Man pajamas out and foodie pajamas out. Whatever it is. You're going to hit all of these stores at the same time. And it's not going to be the same thing. It's all going to be Spider-Man merch, but it's going to be different merch. It's similar with these companies like Marvel, when they say, okay, we're going to release a Thanos skin on Fortnite, and we're also going to release a Thanos collectible on VeVe. And they've done this multiple times. So you could interpret it, I guess, one of two ways. I guess one of three ways. One way is that just like, okay, whatever we get, Fortnite gets. Maybe they'll be interoperable in some way. Most likely is just, hey, Marvel's rolling out this thing, and they're going to roll it out on VeVe, and they're going to roll out a separate thing that has nothing to do with VeVe on Fortnite. And that's likely that's probably the most likely scenario. But again, it maybe less than 5% chance could be that former, where they're doing all of these things at the same times. Why are they doing that? It's a coincidence. I get it. Comment down below your best theories. And shout out to Ben for this. So Ben shouted out Chamba Fett, like I mentioned before. Crypto Toad says, did VeVe Viral ever get a shout out? He literally, spreads the gospel of Omi every day. VeVe Viral says thank you, but they've shown me love throughout the years. Of course, I can't compete with the creativity of some of these vaults. And Ben Rose goes and says, listen, we have thousands of community members who make an effort we make an effort to recognize all that we can. Can't recognize them all in a single tweet. So obviously they want to thank us all. But it, so many members gets hard. Yep, I mentioned. All right, so I mentioned the NBA, that stuff. Again, VeVe Digital Collectibles, they did not have to go and retweet Sesame Street when they said, Cookie Monster, have you checked Disco's Lost and Found? Because we already have Cookie Monster on here. There's no reason for them to go and retweet that except for the engagement. I've avoided Sesame Street probably has millions of followers, and by them going and retweeting that, all they have to do is put in like the cookie emoji. They don't even have to put in any emojis, but they did. And then people below them are gonna comment down below with all of their Cookie Monster showroom data and stuff. And maybe some people just be like, you know what is this? How can I do that? I want to take a picture of Cookie Monster, and that's just what they do. How can we prove that any of the new signups over the last couple of days is from that? No, likely none of them, because there's not that many signups each day. There's maybe like 5 or 10 signups each day, which again I'll take. And how they measure it is new wallets with one thing in them. So you know when you get 5 or 10 people, it's like, okay, now it's a new wallet that now has one thing in it. And are they one and done? Do they last for a long time? Only time will tell. Robots. Oh my god, I can't talk about this now. I've also gone 41 minutes. I don't want to go too crazy here. Detective Comics number 31 CGC 4.0 sold on Heritage Auctions for $174,000, which is just so much money. We have, did I do anything else? No IP, Omi Stackr, Roadmap, Definity, Flow. Okay. Yeah, those 8 new wallets on yesterday. Yesterday there was 8 new wallets. The top 4 selling secondary market brands were Nownish Friends, Designer Con stuff, Marvel Mighties, heyo, and number 1 was Disney Golden Moments. Top 4 selling collectibles were Fantastic Four number 65. Oh, these are comics. So Fantastic Four number 65, Thor number 1, Amazing Spider-Man number 209, and Ultimate Spider-Man number 160. So I thought that was cool. Fantastic. Okay. Secondary market sales for 21 November, 1,225 collectibles, up 47%. Comics, 1943, up 59%. So I thought that was interesting as well. Make much project. Chaz. Okay. I'm gonna read something here. I don't even know if I can tell where it was from. Saying most of the crypto tokens don't have serious plans to be around next cycle, let alone the next multiple cycles. They plan to make a buck and walk away. To say to a real viable long-term project that you should be willing to face the type of legal scrutiny that XRP did and 200 million in legal fees because the community's got your back and lack substance, in my opinion, I'm not worried that VeVe's going to miss out this bull run. They wrote a masterclass in catching the last bull run. Most micro alt tokens have pumped, 2x from their local bottoms? Yeah, I get it. We would like to stay at least on par, but I seriously doubt we're going to miss this bull run. The real hype of the bull run, 10x, can be made up in a day when you play your cards right. Just a year ago, when much of the market was going crazy, a buddy of mine had 3K in a project called Jasmine. So much of the market had pumped and even started dropping in price. Jasmine wasn't doing anything. Much of the market pumped had come and gone. So my friend took that 3K, which had not pumped, it had actually dropped to about 2,500, and he put it into some pre-sale projects, only to find out about a week later that Jasmine pumped into what would have been a 10x for him just within a few days from the start of that pump. So again, these things can happen almost overnight, almost instantaneously. And then again, I don't want to go too crazy with this. Let's go to the comments here because I feel like I've been going on for 40-something minutes. Turtle Golf saying first. What up, Turtle Golf? How's it going, fam? Shout out to 200 people that are here. Abe says, too easy. First one here. I feel like Turtle Golf is the first one here, but Abe, if you want to claim that, I'm not going to fight you on it. I will. Turtle saying, let's go, Randy. This Columbia After Dark episode. No, I unfortunately cannot do a Columbia After Dark episode. I have been told to not do things like that. So that Taps Tub stream that we had a while ago, I don't know if that'll ever come out again. Movie Zombie says, yo, I don't know if I could ever have another tub stream. We'll see. Movie Zombie, how's it going, fam? Captain Kurt says, what's up, Ryan? Definitely would love to vacation. Dude, it's awesome. It's legit. This is a good experience. Only negatives I would say is that it is still hot outside. So it is, But again, it rains every day, so in like the clouds, it's like it's chill, it's nice. But in like the middle of the day, it's hot. But that's fine, stay indoor. And Columbia's about the nightlife anyway, and that's fun. I really want to know some Colombian stories of this week and what we missed. Oh my God, I don't, I don't think I can. I definitely cannot. I could tell you some Vegas stories, some, but for the most part, a lot of this is just something that you just have to come on for. If you're part of the Vegas stuff, again, me, Sparky, Tammy, Taps, Bam Bam, Beta Baby, Dog Boy, Packaging Dude, and his wife. We had a good crew, and then the separate crew you had over at Magic Mansion, and then other people so there was all of these pockets of stuff that you could choose from, and it was just again wild. It was awesome. I think. Well, I don't know. The stuff that was posted from Magic Mansion made it seem pretty PG-13. Maybe they got a little slight R. I don't know. We were not PG-13. If you have a family, you're a family man or whatever, or with a couple, your own thing. Glad that we have multiple options to choose from there. But and again, on that Saturday night, we all hung out, and it was all just perfect. Just everyone getting together like that. The many places fusion high, and it was Crypto Rain and his wife came out. That was really cool to see them too. I'm glad to see Rain. 2 months in a row. I love that guy. It's Rain's birthday soon. It's Rain's birthday in a couple days. I gotta give him a call. Jason Pena saying, "What the fuck, yo? What up, Jason Pena? How's it going, fam? Thank you for being a member. Meow, meow, meow. And is this stream real? Why wouldn't I be real, bro? Why wouldn't I be real? Also, my voice is gone. All right, so Orange Bag Lady is going and posting about the Velvet Underground and Nico. Studio album by Nico and the Velvet Underground. And what is it? An Andy Warhol banana. I love my friendos. They're awesome, dude. I just got hit tired. Grateful D420 saying, "What's up with Stackr? Is it not working? If it's not working, I think you have to put in like a ticket. Outside of that, I don't know. When do we roll out with? Oh yeah. I actually forgot about this thumbnail. I don't even know. Did I screenshot it? Yeah. Okay. So you have Omi to NFT. Obviously, we already have that for some of the licenses. How many more licenses do we get when we roll that out fully? I don't know. Maybe a few of them. Then you have fiat onboarding, the ability to go and buy Omi with a debit card, which is insane. You have social logins, token gated features, Omi tipping, more. I cannot wait for the Stackr Omi. All right, let's see. Hold on. Oh, good. Flow is still at 77 or 77 cents. Not number 77, number 92. Ezra says, shareholder staying in Singapore for good. What shareholder? I mean, what shareholder are you talking about? Because there's let me know. Let me know. Comment again or shoot me a message. Oh my God, my back. Also, my back is destroyed. I don't know what happened. I do know what happened, but the defense says you killed the FUD. They're built for success now. Before shaky foundation, now solid. Very solid here. Money's coming in. Hype is returning. Bull market is at hand. Yeah, good times. I said, what happens in Colombia stays in Colombia. At least I hope so. 100%. That's why I can't tell any stories from down here because Mo Collections is yo. What up, Mo Collections? I mean, I could tell you like the normal stuff, like the tacos are good, the pizzas. Honestly, I have not had a bad meal here yet. Some of the water tastes a little, but outside of that, it's great. Mean Texas, hey, meow meow meow. Our Blue says, hi Randy, just bought 2 million Omi. What's the chance of it going back to last high? 80%, I'd say. I mean, again, that in my opinion, Does it for sure do that? No, of course, nothing's for sure. There's no guarantee that it goes back to the double zeros. We're in triple zeros now. But yeah, I'm excited. Why does David use the CEO of Ecomi when he can't even talk about Omi? I mean, they mentioned Omi before, but again, they mention it when there's something to talk about. Um, you have to be really careful. And Wes, I've definitely explained this to you multiple times. Thank you for being a member. You can't go and talk about the token all willy-nilly, especially if there's nothing to talk about because of those security concerns. When there's stuff to talk about, by all means, they do. But right now, there's not. Could there not be anything to talk about for several months? Sure. Could there be stuff to talk about next month? Also sure. 3GP Garage says, hello, Randy Chavez. Well, hello, 3GP Garage. How's it going? Are we doing well? Who just messaged me on the... Oh, okay. All right. I'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, let's go over some other stuff here real quick. Yeah, that was wild when that happened. And well, look, I think that'll actually be it for today, and then I'll go for tomorrow. So let me go. Actually, let me go. A buddy of mine saying, "How are you?" So I'm gonna go. Ah, okay. I'm going to message her a. Why don't you message me on Instagram? I don't like Instagram. But I do it for y'all. I do it for this. Sold Disney Princess Elsa number 45 for $16,000 back in the day, when the madness reigned. Do you still hold your NFTs from those days? I remember you had quite a collection. Yeah, I mean, there's some things that you trade, there's some things that you do whatever with, some things that you sell. But most of the collectibles, yeah, I'd say most of those I still have. And then obviously new ones that you get just because things are awesome. How you doing? Also, I gotta remind somebody something here. Give me 1 second here. Meow. Pics of you and Snow. I feel like when you ask for pictures of a cat and the owner of that cat ain't got much else going on, you should probably get pictures of that cat. And I hear a thank you for, oh God, I'm just sorry. I'm venting. Guys, that'll likely be it for me. Thank you for the 200-ish people that are here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. My back hurts and I'm dying. All right. I love you guys. Bye. Meow, meow. I'll be back on streaming normally with Dashi, maybe tomorrow. Stand down. Oh,